New game. Continue. New game. Controls. Credits. Quit. Continue. New game. Controls. Enter or left click. Select option. Left shift. Skip. Up arrow. Previous option. Down arrow. Next option. Enter or left click. Select option. Credits. Quit. Continue. New game. Loading. Saving. Narrator. In the heart of a quaint little town, nestled between snowy mountains, lies your life's work. A cozy inn for magical beings looking for respite from their busy lives. It's hard work, but it keeps you fulfilled knowing that you're creating a haven for creatures beyond the ordinary, a place that is as warm, cozy, and charming as can be. Your inn has become cherished by guests for the personal touch, especially your own brand of magic. Some have taken to calling you a barista witch, with a fabled cocoa bar where you make wonderful concoctions of espresso, tea, and hot chocolate tailored to the individual needs of your fantastical guests. Though winter has fully set in outside your door, the warmth inside comes not just from the crackling fireplace or delicious drinks you make, but from the passion you've put into making this dream come true. Committed to comfort and hospitality, you yourself live in a little side room near the lobby, always ready to welcome guests and ensure their stay is nothing short of enchanted. It's more than a business. It's truly a labor of love. This day has been as full as any other, and as you wait for your last guest to check in, late, you notice. You mill about your front lobby, doing some of the evening's final tasks. Without much thought needed, you fold sheets, you sort through the bills. You tidy up your little desk and its wooden surface. It is, after all, an antique. You check the supply of pillow mints to make sure you're well stocked. You do, as you wait, just about everything you can think of to do. You've nearly counted your guest as a no-show when you hear plodding through the snow outside. You squint to try to see through your windows in the dark, but only see distortions of the outside, and they seem to be getting closer. You do, as you wait, just about everything you can think of to do. You check the supply of pillow mints to make sure you're well stocked. You tidy up your little desk and its wooden surface. It is, after all, an antique. You check the supply of pillow mints to make sure you're well stocked. You do, as you wait, just about You've nearly counted your guest as a no-show when you hear plodding through the snow outside. You squint to try to see through your windows in the dark, but only see distortions of the outside, and they seem to be getting closer. Then you remember who your guest is, Ike the ice sculpture. That nearly transparent wobble must be him. And sure enough, your door opens, letting in a gust of cold air from the snowstorm brewing outside. Without the darkness of the outside and the blur of the snow, you can see him more clearly. It's hard to even remember him as a wobble now. He's lean, crooked, and all angles, walking with the slow and deliberate steps of an older man. Pause menu. Resume. New game. Controls. Controls menu. Space or left click. Next line. Quit. Resume. You have to look up to get a full view of him, a towering and imposing figure of glittering ice, with an impressive sculpted mustache that extends off his face and the bushy eyebrows to match. The two combined almost completely cover his face, making it difficult to discern any expression at all. But something about him makes you immediately suspect that if you could see it. Well, it wouldn't be a pleasant one. Ike, the ice sculpture. Hi, I'm checking in. Choi, you, of course, let me help you with that right away. Ike, the ice sculpture. Okay, weather out there's lousy. Almost couldn't find this place since you don't got any lights outside. Narrator. You sigh. You really do need to get that taken care of. But this isn't the Hilton. What does he expect from you? You plaster on your best customer service smile and start checking him into the system. It's a full house tonight. He's your last room. Not that you expect anyone else will be arriving. That weather really is terrible. Still, it's cozy inside, warm and intimate, and with all sorts of wonderful guests. This was always the dream, wasn't it? A cold winter's night, the satisfaction of providing hospitality and rest to those in need of a break. To see them bright-eyed and refreshed after a few days with everything taken care of. Well, it makes even the most difficult guests worth it. There, just a few more clicks and then. Choice A, try and cheer him up. Choice B, get this over with. Choice A, try and cheer him up. Here we are. You're down the end of that hall. It's one of my favorites. Faces the sunrise, if you're an early riser. Narrator, he doesn't seem all too excited about that idea. But the curtains will block it out just fine if you want to sleep in. Breakfast is at 10, but we serve drinks all day. Narrator, you try to offer a playful wink. Tough crowd. You finish up and hand him his room key. Time to bid him good night. Choice A, enjoy your stay, sir. Choice B, hope you don't find my inn as lousy as you find the weather. Choice A, enjoy your stay, sir. Ike, the ice sculpture, TCH. Whatever, kid. He takes his key and leaves without so much as a thank you. Manners are a dying art for some. But luckily, not all. Kit, geez, what was up with that guy? Narrator, a white flash of fur springs up onto your counter. Once it settles, you can see it's that fox that checked in just the other day. She's got the cutest big button eyes, big perky ears that twitch sometimes when she's listening to you, and a tongue that just slightly hangs out of her mouth sometimes in the most adorable way. When she walks, you can see the pads of her feet. Her tail is likely leaving white strands of fur everywhere she goes, but it just looks so soft and fluffy. All of her does, really. She's so small and precious that she could be a stuffed animal. But then you suppose that's nearly all Arctic foxes. She's been sweet since she's arrived. Social. You know better than to disparage your other guests, but you're grateful to hear a kind voice. Choice A, maybe he just had a rough day. Choice B, thankfully, he checks back out tomorrow. Kit, well, I think you deserve a break. You were working pretty hard today. Choice A, smile and keep working. Choice B, pet the fox. Choice A, smile and keep working. Narrator, wrong choice. Try again. Choice B, pet the fox. Choice B, pet. Choice B, pet the fox. Narrator, so soft. She lets out a contented sigh. Narrator, you can't help but smile. This is and always has been one of the things that sets your inn apart, the infamous cocoa bar. Not just cocoa, tea, coffee, whatever seasonal creations strike your fancy. It's one of those touches of bespoke charm that makes this place really feel as magical as you know it can be. Loading. Saving. Kit. Whoa, you've got all sorts of cool potions and ingredients in here. Narrator, you smile, she's not wrong. Carefully curated, your cocoa bar only shows a small portion of what all you keep in inventory. Ingredients, an espresso machine, a milk frother, and some spices and powders for latte art sit before you. You know all these drinks by heart. For years, all you've had to do is look at your menu and choose, and soon, you're whipping up your magic. Effortless. Now, let's see. Kit is sweet, always chatting with whoever is around. Here for a break from life, sure, but not a solo retreat type. Up late, like you. What drink to make this little fox? Choice A, Magic Coffee Bean Double Shot Espresso. Kit, oh wow, 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 wow. I feel energized to the max. What did you put in this? Oh my gosh, I just had an idea. What if we snuck into Mr. Cranky's room and threw rolls of toilet paper everywhere? Haha, or we could freeze all of his towels. Oh wait, he's made of ice, never mind. Oh wait, I got it. Arson, haha, no, that's ridiculous. Unless, I won't tell if you won't. We. Narrator. She leaves around the room before landing back in front of you with a bashful hiccup. Kit, your brews are just the best. It's amazing how quickly they can heal a bad mood. Anyway, thanks for the drink. I wish I could try the rest of the menu. Too bad I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm off to bed now. Good night. Narrator. You allow yourself a moment of joy. It's nice to have a win before bed. After a quick wipe down of the counter, you lock your inventory door and turn out the lights. Time to finish your rounds and close up for the night. Loading. Saving. Narrator. You walk into your common room, a cozy space where your patrons can socialize with each other over a board game or one of your drinks, read from your personal library, or just relax out in the open. In front of you is a large white furry fellow you checked in a few days back. Yeti. He's a rambunctious one, that's for sure. If Kit reminded you of a stuffed animal, he's more like a museum version of something prehistoric. The guy's big-boned, and his fur looks a little stiffer than hers. Still, you can't deny that his button eyes are just as adorable. And those teeth, or fangs, hanging out either side of his mouth are a lot more goofy than intimidating. Some of his hair sticks up on the top of his head. You wonder if he ever brushes it. His bluish ears hang down floppy around his face, and his neck fur is thicker like some built-in scarf. Something about his expression always seems open and friendly, which doesn't really feel right for all you've heard about Yetis. When he notices you there, he smiles particularly widely. Yeti, it's you, it's you. Choice A. Agree that it is, in fact, you. Narrator. You aren't sure what you did to deserve it, but it's nice to have such a fan. Yeti. You're my friend too, right? Narrator. Oof, professional boundaries. Choice A. Sure, he can think we are friends. Choice B. Shut him down. Choice A. Sure, he can think we are friends. You. Sure. Choice A. What, you don't like feeling cozy? Choice B. I'm glad you decided to come anyway. Yeti. Me too. Narrator. The big oaf's eyes get a bit misty as he seems to suddenly turn thoughtful. That you wouldn't want me here. Well, being the Yeti. I still have never seen one, myself. Besides myself, ha. I'm so funny. Choice A. Stare blankly. Choice B. Laugh politely. Yeti. The things I have heard, though. I dunno, they're pretty scary. And I'm not a scary dude, right? You know I'm not scary, don't you? Narrator. He doesn't really wait for an answer. Yeti. Wow, I sure wish I could hug you for having me here. That's why me and Jack fist bump. It's pretty cool. We're cool guys. You know Jack, right? He's my best friend. Choice A. Jack Frost? I didn't know you knew each other before this. Choice B. Of course I know Jack. Yeti. I mean, everyone knows the legendary, magical, spectacular Jack Frost. But not like I know him. Even if we did just meet. Narrator. The colossal lump of dopey fur standing in front of you leans in conspiratorially, suddenly becoming very serious. Yeti. We're like, the friend version of soulmates. He's my browski. My brachacho. My BFF. It was meant to be. Narrator. He offers a toothy smile. Choice A. Right, well, if there's nothing you need. Choice B. I'm so pleased for you. Narrator. He sinks into a chair, singing something to himself happily, and very off-key. You wince for a moment, wondering if it can hold his weight. But everything is fine. Seems like it's better than fine, in this guy's world. So what if a single guest was Kurt? You've booked every room. You know for a fact that at least 2 of your guests are going to bed happy. About time you did the same. As the night deepens, your cozy inn settles into a hushed evening of peace. You circle the common room, straightening books and board games, wiping down tables with the rag you keep on one of your belt loops. You lock the doors and dim the lights, ending another evening in the quietude of your own little haven. You put your most genuine hopes into the universe that all your guests will sleep sweet and well. Loading. Saving. Narrator. A new day. Another morning full of things to do. Sheets to fold, drinks to make, people to greet, beds to turn down. Devoting yourself to hospitality may be a life of service, but it surely is never dull. This winter is shaping up to be a harsh one. As an innkeeper, you're used to rising early, but today it felt especially hard to get moving. The chill from outside is nearly seeping through the floorboards, and the frosted morning dew has dimmed the usual bright glow of dawn. As you get settled at your desk, you sigh, glad to be nestled in your haven. Your inn is a sanctuary against the cold and your guests are snuggled in their rooms, blissfully unaware of the frozen storm. Jack Frost. Hi, good morning. Narrator. You look up. It's Jack Frost, a guest who has struck you as incredibly normal looking for a rather infamous magical figure. He wears a fairly plain darker blue sweater vest over an equally nondescript lighter blue long-sleeve shirt, brown pants with a brown belt, and a matching brown band around his forehead. His glasses are thin oval-shaped frames, and his hair is white and shaggy. It came as a surprise how much he looked like any guy you could see any day. At the very least, you'd expected him to be old as dirt, and you had always heard he was quite social. But in truth, he has seemed like he has been trying to avoid you and the other guests since he arrived. The urgency in his voice immediately catches your attention. He doesn't look well rested at all. And on that new down mattress, too. Jack Frost. Hello, it's my checkout time, so I'll be leaving now please. Narrator. Something seems wrong. His eyes are darting around and he keeps rocking back and forth on his heels, anxiety written all over. Choice A. Get to checking him out. Choice B. Ask what's up with this guy. You seem a bit tense, are you okay? Jack Frost. I really have to go right away. This has been a very, interesting experience, but I have to get back home now please. Can I just leave the room key here with all the others and go? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Here's the key and thank you again. Bye. Narrator. He nearly throws the key in your face before he hastily grabs his belongings, takes one last look over his shoulder, and bolts towards the front door. You watch him agape. Nightmare? Loan sharks? Something else? What could be wrong here, of all places? As he charges the exit, you catch a flash of white fur leap up onto your counter from the other side. Kit. Whoa, what's he in such a hurry for? Narrator. Jack nearly yanks the door off its hinges, the howl of the wind outside immediately drowning out the usual bell of the front door. He's definitely ready to leave, but nature seems to have other plans. A relentless thud of wind screams into the lobby, the force so strong you find yourself gripping the counter in front of you. Snow and ice pushes into your cozy lobby, and with it, so does the young man. Jack's eyes go wide as he is blown backwards, arms and legs flailing futilely against the wall of cold air. He claws at nothing in panic as he crashes firmly into your desk. The door totally blown open behind him, the wintry airlock sends keys, papers, even the small Arctic fox scrambling across and then off your desk. Jack stumbles, wobbling back and forth on the other side of the desk, disoriented and shaken. He looks to you helplessly with a mix of panic and resignation. Jack Frost. Ow, what the heck? Narrator. He grabs his sweater vest with both hands in distress. his eyes becoming wide and tear-filled in his fear. Choice A, help Jack. Choice B, watch him struggle. Choice A, help Jack. Are you okay? Narrator, you offer Jack a hand to help steady him, and he takes it with a grateful nod. Jack Frost, oh gosh, thank you. That was, yeah, wow, that was really embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what happened there. Here, let me get your stuff for you. It's really my fault, it flew everywhere. Narrator, still with a glint of fear in his eyes, Jack clumsily tries to sort through the papers and other sundries and put them in some kind of pile, if you can call that a pile. It's a sweet gesture, if not entirely helpful. Kit, I can lend a paw too. Jack Frost, oh thank you. What was your name? Kit, I'm Kit. Narrator, Kit prances down, her eyes sparkling with kindness as she surveys the scene and starts using her nose to push some of those scattered items into slightly more organized piles. Jack still looks terrified, but her agile paws and wagging tail quickly restore your feelings of winter cheer. There's something about the friendships guests make here that always makes any kind of mess worth it. Content that they have it covered. You go to close the door properly. It seems like it won't budge. The snowstorm is relentless. You've never seen anything like this. You hear Sarah, the Selkie girl, approaching from the hall. For being a fairly young woman, she's sure sharp. She's got wildly wavy long hair, skin as smooth as you'd expect for a woman who can shapeshift into a seal. She sits in a silver manual wheelchair and has the arm muscles to match, and she wears a stern expression pretty much at all times. Sarah, the Selkie, what the hell? What's going on here? Choice A, tell her the truth. Choice B, brush it off. Choice A, tell her the truth. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Jack was on his way out in the snowstorm. Well, I guess it's a little worse than I thought. He couldn't get out the door. Narrator, she rolls her eyes, not one to accept customer service voice, and immediately turns on Jack. Sarah, the Selkie, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Narrator, Sarah is the saltiest Selkie you've ever known, but you suppose you haven't known that many, and they do come from the ocean, after all. No time to joke around, even with yourself. You quickly swallow your smile. Sarah, the Selkie, like, I get that you're on vacation and all, but come on. You're Jack Frost. Put in an ounce of work and just stop the damn snow and go. It's my vacation too, and you're making everything all cold and wet in here, and buddy, I am not here for it. Jack Frost, for the 100th time, I am not that Jack Frost. I'm just a guy. J, just a regular dude. No magical powers, just J. Jackson Frost, human. Choice A, what are you talking about? Choice B, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but could you go on duty for just a moment to clear up this snow? Choice A, what are you talking about? Narrator, he throws his hands up in the air and sighs dramatically. You're sure about this? Only magical creatures are in your files, and you've had him on your mailing list forever. How could you not? Jack Frost, of all the target customer persona analyses and metrics you've run, he's always been a shoo-in. But just in case, you dig out his file. Preferred name, Jack. Full name, Jack Oh, no. Choice A, admit your mistake. Choice B, make an excuse. Choice A, admit your mistake. Choice B, make an excuse. Choice A, you, Mr. Frost, I'm up. Narrator, you clear your throat. I see here in your file that your legal name is Jackson Frost. I am so sorry about this misunderstanding. Narrator, he cuts you off, his voice cracking as he whines. Jack Frost, I kept trying to tell you. Sarah, the Selkie, oh, for Frost's sake, stop complaining. We gotta get the door shut, at least. Narrator, Kit bounds over to the door immediately, and Jack uncrosses his arms to do the same. Might as well join them. It takes all of you pulling, and it feels like your fingers are going to freeze and break off within seconds, but at last, you get the darn thing back where it's supposed to be. Kit, oof, that was a doozy. Better not try that again until this stops. Narrator, Jack balks at that immediately. You can tell that he's trying to back away from Kit and Sarah, but there's not that far to go in this lobby. Oh, it suddenly dawns on you why he was so nervous his whole stay. He really is just a human. Well, it'll be one heck of a story to tell his friends at home. They'll never believe him. Jack Frost. So, what do we do now? Choice A. Let's find a way to stop this snowstorm together. Choice B. The most powerful creature here should stop the storm. Choice A. Let's find a... Kit. Not to be a downer, but that's a hopeless idea. Not even the real Jack Frost could stop a storm as powerful as this one. Narrator. The atmosphere in the room changes as the reality of the storm's intensity settles in. You watch everyone's shoulders droop, and Kit's playfulness fades in front of you as she really processes what she just said. The poor thing's tail droops and tucks between her legs. Her perky ears droop a little as if in submission to the gravity of the situation. She stares at the door and lets out a very quiet whimper. The Selkie girl, on the other hand, has no intention to keep herself quiet. Sarah, the Selkie. Wait, just one single solitary magic friggin' second. We can't leave? What the hell? If Jack Frost can't stop this, it's got to be magic. And that means that someone is intentionally keeping me from going to the hockey game tonight, and if I miss my teams? Ooh, baby, you're all going to be sorry. Narrator. You see Jackson, about to protest, but luckily, his fear seems stronger than his desire to be right. Sarah, the Selkie. So I want to know right now. Who is doing this and what do I need to do to get them to friggin' cease? Narrator. She looks at you, fuming. Sarah, the Selkie. If you won't take care of it, I will. But if I break a nail, I will charge you for it. So I suggest you provide us some basic customer service and go tell that siren what's what. We all know what she's about. Probably just loves the joy of ruining everyone's getaway. Narrator. Kit leaps over and her white fur stands straight up. Kit. Juliet would never do something like this. Who are you to go around pointing fingers? Sarah, the Selkie. Who am I? Who are you? You're just a puppy. Look, you got here the same day I did, and so you've known her, what, 3 days? Well, listen, I'm not always so human-like. And back home, I've dated sirens. Oh, boy, have I, and I know what they're like. You don't. Narrator. This is messing with the vibes fast. You're going to have to handle it before the yelling starts bringing in others. Choice A. Don't worry, everyone. I'll figure this out. Choice B. Hey, there's no need to be rude to each other. Choice A. Don't. Sarah, the Selkie. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And you better not think about charging us for the extra nights here. I have a feeling we might be here a while. You reassure the group that they won't be charged for the extra night. You hadn't even thought of doing that. You'd never betray customers like that. Their trust is much more important to you than the money. You hand Jack's room key back to him and watch as everyone sulks off, your heart cracking a little as they do. This is not how your inn is supposed to be. Not at all. You do what you can to wipe down the counter, getting all the keys back on their hooks and all the files back in a row. It's not perfect, but that'll have to do for now. It's not like anyone's going to be coming in, anyway. Loading. Saving. Narrator. Walking into the common room, you see Kit just ahead. She goes straight to the siren. Juliet, truly, the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, jumping in her lap and nuzzling up. If Sarah's hair was wild, Juliet's is out of control, yet she wears it with style. Perfectly sculpted eyebrows, naturally long lashes, and a way of moving her hands with grace adds to her allure. She wears a long skirt, a midriff-revealing blouse, and a beaded necklace, along with a sea flower in her hair. Her gilt fins on either side of her face remind you that despite her beauty, she's still an otherworldly creature. Some would even say a monster. In the same chair as last night. Did he sleep out here? You spy Yeti reaching out to the fox with grabby hands. Yeti, so, heckin', cute. Narrator. Trying your best to project a calm and professional attitude, you walk over to the siren. Choice A. Ask gently. Choice B. Confront her. We need to talk. I know you're causing this storm. Just give it up already. Juliet, the siren. Excuse me? Are you seriously accusing me? I don't know anything about this. I'm a siren, not a snow wizard. Narrator. She pouts dramatically. You look to Kit, but she's not rescuing you from this one. Choice A. Oh, I see. Well, sorry about that. Until. Choice B. You need to be taking this seriously. Choice A. Oh, I see. Well, sorry about that. Until we get this figured out, I'm afraid we'll all be stuck inside. I am Kit. For the record, Juliet, I don't think you're the one keeping us trapped here. Narrator. The Yeti gasps, causing everyone to turn his way. Yeti. But if no one can leave, and it's been storming this way for hours. That must mean Jack is still here. I didn't miss him after all. Choice A. Tell him Jack's just a human. Choice B. Let him have this. Choice A. Tell him Jack's just a human. You. Oh, no. I'm sorry, but that's not the real Jack Frost. Yeti. He's my best friend, so I already know everything there is to know about the Mr. Jack Frost. So there. I'm so sorry, that was very rude of me. I just know these things, as all. Juliet, the siren. Well, if you're all done ruining my morning, I'll be leaving now. Narrator. She storms off, Kit jumping out of the way as she does. Yeti bends over to pet her, knocking several tables out of place as he does. You rub your temples and sigh. This is not the customer service experience you pride yourself on. You quietly excuse yourself into the hallway. The fox offers the hulking brood a gentle nose rub and follows after. Loading. Saving. Kit, how are you holding up? Choice A. I'm so mad. Who would do something like this? Choice B. I'm worried about the patrons. I feel so bad that everyone is just stuck here. Kit, don't worry, everything will be fine. I'm sure you'll be able to find whoever or whatever is causing the storm. If it makes you feel any better, I'm kinda glad to be stuck at such a cute little inn. There are definitely worse places to be trapped. Narrator. You give Kit a gentle smile, touch that she's trying to keep you positive. You know she has to leave before long too. She's talked about her younger littermate back home, all in need of care while their parents go on their own holidays in just a few days. It's more kind than you deserve right now that she wants to reassure you. With a couple of plodding footsteps from the other direction, you turn to see Ike, plodding along oblivious to the situation. Kit. Oh, great, it's him. He's the only one that doesn't know we're stuck here. I'd really hate to be in your shoes right now. You gotta tell him. Choice A. Be direct with him. Choice B. Try telling him like it's good news. Choice A. Be direct with him. You. Look, Ike, I have bad news. There's something going on with the snowstorm outside, something beyond magic, and we may be stuck here until it settles down or we find some workaround. I promise I won't be charging you any extra for this, and I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. I'm working to figure it out as quickly as possible. Ike, the ice sculpture. Okay. Narrator. And he's gone, walking off as quickly as he entered. Kit. Wow, that guy really just does not care about anything. Narrator. You couldn't have said it any better yourself. Kit. Juliet, on the other hand, she's really sensitive. I think you kinda hurt her feelings earlier. You should go and talk to her if you can. I know you didn't mean anything by it. Or maybe you did, I don't know. Narrator. You look down at the fox in shock just in time to see her give you a playful wink. Okay, maybe this'll be fine. You know that Juliet likes and trusts her, so if she doesn't think you're the worst innkeeper ever, then maybe the siren will forgive you too. As the day stretches on, you find yourself completing the routine tasks that ensure your inn retains its magical allure, but a little less automatically than you're used to. The sheets aren't all neatly folded, the bills not yet all paid, but you find yourself standing doing nothing at all, the question looming over you with too much weight. What will the trapped guests and you, their devoted innkeeper, do now? Loading. Saving. Narrator. You move through the inn until you make it to your little cocoa bar, only to see the beautiful Juliet. Juliet, the siren. Oh, it's you. What do you want? Choice A. Apologize for earlier. Choice B. Minimize. Naturally, she is a suspect. Choice A. Apologize for earlier. You. Hey, Juliet. I'm sorry about earlier. Juliet, the siren. It's fine. I just get tired of having to constantly defend myself. Narrator. Her expression turns severe, anger fuming off of her. Juliet, the siren. You don't actually think I had anything to do with this, right? Choice A. No, but I had to start somewhere. Choice B. Well, I mean, I hardly know you, so I just have to be sure, you know? Juliet, the siren. Out of everyone in here, I'm probably the one who needs to get out the most. The only thing that really matters to me right now is finding my sister. Narrator. With this confession, you sense the air around Juliet change. Your ability to do this is one of those skills you're not sure if you should attribute to magic, or simply years of customer service and empathy around the work that you love. She's still every ounce a siren, ethereal and radiant, graceful even in her sadness. But something's different. As she moves on from the accusations against her, which, you realize, must be something she's unfortunately quite used to, the frustration in her voice turns to pain, melodious though it is. The stormy anger in her eyes gives way to a vulnerability that softens her edges. You hurt with her as she speaks, feeling the weariness of far more than simply the unjust suspicion. Juliet, the siren. 3 days ago, my sister was taken by a group of human fishermen. And before you ask stupid questions, no, she wasn't trying to lure them into the sea or whatever. She didn't do anything at all. We were just floating there. They came out of nowhere. The longer I'm stuck here, the further I get from being able to save her. It might already be too late. I have no idea. Choice A. Juliet, that's terrible. I am so sorry. Choice B. If that's true, why didn't they take you too? Choice A. Juliet, the siren. Yeah. Narrator. She looks away. There's a silence as she's lost in thought. Choice A. Thank you for sharing your story. Choice B. You're still not off the hook yet, but I appreciate the information. Choice A. Thank you. Juliet, the siren. It's whatever. But just so you know, if I am stuck here longer than a day or two, I will kill and eat every last one of you. Narrator. Wait, what was that? Juliet, the siren. I'm kidding, relax. It's just a joke. Though I could actually go for a cup of something. Choice A. Laugh at the joke and make her a drink. Choice B. Well, I guess if my life depends on it. Choice A. Laugh at the... Juliet, the siren. Thank you. Juliet, the siren. I really was joking about that. You nod diligently as you fetch your list of winter drink options. Now, what to make to help put her at ease? Whether she's telling the truth or not, she's still your guest. Choice A. Magic coffee bean double shot espresso. Choice B. Soy latte with cinnamon heart. Choice C. Festive candy cane cocoa. Choice D. Spearmint tea. Choice E. Calming lavender latte. Choice F. Ice water. Choice G. Earthworm and dirt chai with newt eye marshmallows. Choice A. Magic coffee. Choice D. Spearmint tea. Juliet, the siren. Thanks for this. I feel like all my thoughts running wild were just reined in. I can finally think clearly again. Anyway, I'm off to bed now. Narrator. You try not to stare as she leaves, though it's difficult not to, whether because of her magic or her unexpected vulnerability, you can't quite be sure. Loading. Saving. Narrator. Usually, the end of a day unfolds like a favorite song, rhythmically, predictably. But tonight is different. The freak storm, the human boy, Juliet's expression just now. These things distract you from the closing rituals you know so well. Your usually automatic movements are clouded over just like the frost-covered windows, the snow up several feet now with the storm outside still unrelenting. You tally up your expenses and inventory with a stunted mechanicality, locking doors and turning off lights on your way out of the room. Whatever you miss, you're sure you'll pick up on after a good night's sleep. It's not like anyone is going anywhere tonight. Tomorrow is another chance for a last impression, a better one than you have left them with today. Saving. Narrator. The morning seems to arrive sooner than you've hoped, with voices coming from the lobby before you've even left your little side room to start the day. It's an unresolved chord of cacophony, with rustling and shouts layering over each other in clear chaos, far louder than your small crew of guests should warrant. As you walk in, you see each of them swept up in their own world. There's Jackson, looking bewildered, caught in the crossfire of the escalating dispute as he stares unhappily at the door as if he can melt the still storming snow himself. If only he could. To his side is Yeti, his towering frame making him intimidating even in his kindness, his face crestfallen as he releases pleading whines in Jack's direction. There's Ike the ice sculpture, somehow unperturbed in the middle of all of it, casually flipping through his morning newspaper as Juliet paces back and forth in front of him with her arms crossed. Her heel clicks echo just as loudly as the noise of the one big argument in front of you. Sarah, the Selkie, you're actually insane, Fox. Full on friggin' bat poop. Oh, look at me. I'm a cute little doggo. I know everything and everyone and you should trust me when I bat my eyelashes at you. Pet me, pet me, pet me. Kit, you don't know what you're talking about, Selkie. Sarah, the Selkie, I don't know what I'm talking about. Huh, I'm the only one here who'll say it like it is. I saw someone doing magic. And it was her, the damned siren, like I said. Narrator. She points dramatically towards Juliet, who scoffs and continues her pacing. Kit, and where exactly did you see that happen? Sarah, the Selkie, in the storage room at the Cocoa Bar. Just last night, so there. Narrator. Everyone, even Ike, stops what they're doing and turns their eyes towards you. Kit, you mean the storage room that only the innkeeper would have access to? Choice A. I wasn't even in the storage room last night. I was distracted. Choice B. Well, what were you doing sneaking around at night, huh, Sarah? Choice A. I wasn't even in the storage room last night. I was distracted. Choice B. Well, what were you doing? Jack Frost. Oh geez you guys, see can we please stop arguing? Sarah, the Selkie, you. Was this your plan all along? I bet it was. Trap us, and then once we're desperate, start charging everyone for more nights. With this dinky little inn, it makes sense. Jack Frost. Wait, it costs money to stay here? Yeti. I'll cover your stay, Jack. Choice A. What? No. I already said I'm not going to charge anyone anything. Choice B. Well, I wasn't planning on it, but maybe I should charge some of you for all the drama you've stirred up with each other. Choice A. What? Juliet, the siren. Don't trust them. Jack Frost. No, please, I only have like $5 in my bank account. Kit. That's enough. No more arguing. We should all just take turns questioning the most suspicious one. You. Narrator. Kit looks at you with fur raised up, her usual warmth nowhere to be found. If only she weren't so adorable, you'd be mad. In your peripheral vision, you realize that nearly everyone is nodding. Great, here you'd meant to be sure this got cleared up and everyone had a better day. Now it looks like instead of working today, you'll be getting interrogated. Not one to be ambushed, you ask them to please come to the Cocoa Bar if they wish to speak to you, one at a time. And hey, maybe this is a good opportunity to ask some questions yourself. Loading. Saving. Narrator. This is a mess. Even your drink-making magic couldn't help calm this bunch right now, and you can't blame them. How are you supposed to figure this all out, much less exonerate yourself? You're an innkeeper, not a detective. You look around, trying to determine if you have the ingredients you need for a truth serum. Probably not. It's been a while since anyone actually wanted one of those. It'll have to just be normal conversation to make this one happen. And as you pat your pockets, thinking maybe you can find a clue in that storage room Sarah mentioned, you realize that you don't even have the key with you. You never had a chance to get settled in the midst of the chaos this morning. Come to think of it, you don't recall the last time you did have the key. Maybe yesterday morning? It's all a blur. Hopefully, no one will want to look. You know you didn't do this. You don't need to raise any more suspicion. Kit enters. Kit, sorry for throwing you under the bus. It's nothing personal. I have to consider every possibility here. My younger brother is waiting for me at home and I have to get back to him. Plus, it is kind of suspicious that a humanoid was seen doing magic in the middle of the night. That really wasn't you. Choice A. Point out that you don't even know if that's connected. Choice B. Point out that you didn't even access the storage room. Choice A. Point out that you don't even know if that's connected. U. Even if it were me, which it wasn't, that proves nothing. Kit. It doesn't prove anything, but it's the closest thing we have to a clue right now. Is there anything you want to ask me? What should you ask? Choice A. If you don't mind me asking, do you think of yourself as fairly honest? Choice B. To help me narrow things down, what have your interactions with the others been like while you've been here? Choice C. Is there any kind of alibi you can give me to help clear you from this? Choice D. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't want to accuse you or anything, but you've seemed like staying here. What do you like about the inn? Choice A. If you don't mind me asking, do you think of yourself as fair? Kit. Of course. Choice B. To help me narrow things down, what have your interactions with the others been like while you've been here? Kit. Not very pleasant if I'm being honest. Juliet is the only one who I trust. Choice C. Is there any kind of alibi you can give me to help clear you from this? Kit. I already told you, I have younger siblings that need to be cared for. Choice D. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't want to accuse you or anything, but you've seemed like staying here. What do you like about the inn? Kit. I don't know. I guess the hot cocoa you make is pretty awesome, but even if I was strong enough to trap everyone in here, I wouldn't do it just for some cocoa. Narrator. You nod. Fair enough. Kit. I hope that clears my name from your list of suspects. While we're in here, you might as well make me a drink. If you don't mind. Choice A. Magic coffee bean double shot espresso. Kit. Oh gosh, here comes the energy. I wish I could go outside and run around for a bit. But I'd probably be so fast that I'd create a tornado. Then this whole inn would come crashing down, and that would be very bad. Very bad, 'cause then I couldn't curl up in front of the fireplace and nap after I crash from all this caffeine. Kit. Thanks for the drink. And sorry again, I'll call Sarah in. Narrator. You quickly wipe off the counter and sigh as the Selkie enters. Saving. Narrator. She glares daggers at you from the moment she's visible. And here you thought seals were supposed to be cute. Sarah, the Selkie. Okay, so like, what's up? Because I told you what I saw. And it's not my problem if you don't believe me, because I did. But whatever. But okay, here's what I don't get. Why not trust me, over a siren, really? You didn't seem dumb to me. Choice A. I'm just trying to give everyone a fair shot. Choice B. You could be making it up to cover up knowing something different. Choice A. I'm just... Sarah, the Selkie. How very noble of you. But I know what I know, so can we just like, torture her until she stops or something? No, sirens. They're evil, they're bitches, they want to hurt you and they want you to remember it. They're not satisfied unless all the attention is on them. And they don't believe you have feelings. Or they just don't care. What do you need to know to get on with it already? Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Choice B. What have your interactions with the others been like? Choice C. So what would make you want to leave, then? Why wouldn't you be doing this? Choice D. You like staying here, don't you? Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Choice C. Sarah, the Selkie. I'm just trying to have a girls' weekend, geez. I want to go home. I may have had my heart broken, but I feel better underwater anyway. I'm definitely not trying to stay trapped in a social little playhouse where I'm forced to socialize with dweebs and bitches that remind me of exactly why I wanted a getaway in the first dang place. Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Sarah, the Selkie. Yeah? I'm not the villain here. But like, that's kind of a dumb question. Who's going to say no? Maybe I overestimated you. Choice B. What have your interactions with the others been like? Sarah, the Selkie. Well, if I'm being honest, I think Yeti has a thing for Jack. I think your little fox is fake as Frost. And that ice guy? Dude's almost in a coma or something. I think you know my thoughts on the other one. Choice D. You like staying here, don't you? Choice D. You. Sarah, the Selkie. Hey, I guess that's what absolves me the most, huh? No, I don't. If you're done with the interrogation, why don't you lick your wounds and make me something to drink and we'll call it even. Narrator. You sigh and look over your list. Can you even save this customer experience? Choice A. Magic coffee bean double shot espresso. Choice B. Soy latte with cinnamon heart. Sarah, the Selkie. Hey, this is really sweet of you. I don't mean to be so whiny, really. I dunno, I'm not used to kindness like this. So thanks, I guess. But don't get used to it or anything. Okay, well, best of luck, I guess. I'll figure out the right next victim. Here's hoping I can get the heck out of here soon. Narrator. With that, she's gone again, and Ike is soon making his way back to you. Saving Ike, the ice sculpture. To be clear, I do not care about any of this. I'm here for the free drink. Narrator. Quite the opening. Choice A. So you don't care that we're all trapped here? Ike, the ice sculpture. Well, obviously I don't want to be here, but it is what it is. Narrator. He shrugs. Ike, the ice sculpture. So who do you think is responsible? Choice A. I thought you didn't care. Choice B. I mean, it's definitely one of the creatures staying here. Choice A. I thought you didn't care. Ike, the ice sculpture. I don't. Anyway, I don't have any questions for you, but feel free to ask me whatever. What do you want to ask? Choice A. Why did you get in so late last night? Ike, the ice sculpture. I came from far away. Simple as that. Choice B. What have your interactions with the others been like? Ike, the ice sculpture. Have you seen me interact with anyone here aside from you? Choice C. To rule you out, why would you want to leave? Ike, the ice sculpture. I've got a kid to get home to. Narrator. This is the first sign of any emotion he's shown. He takes out his wallet and shows you a photo of a young iceling girl crawling out from a freshly built lopsided igloo. His mustache is raised and you even see, is that a smile? They look so happy. Choice D. Why are you such a jerk? Choice D. Why? Narrator. He just shrugs. Ike, the ice sculpture. Meh. Ike, the ice sculpture. If you're all done asking questions. Well, I'd like to request one of those fancy drinks you've been making. Choice A. Magic coffee. Choice C. Festive candy cane cocoa. Yeah, it's good. Narrator. This is the most jolly you've seen him. Ike, the ice sculpture. Why are you running a place like this with a talent like that? Hey, don't tell me. I don't need your whole life story. But you could consider doing something more important with your skills. Narrator. He takes his drink and goes without a word. You hope that the pattern will continue. And sure enough, someone else is soon on their way in. Saving Jack Frost. Hi, I'm sorry. Choice A. What for? Choice B. Good, you should be. Choice A. What for? Jack Frost. I don't know. I mean, everyone thinks you did it. I also think it's possible. So I am sorry about that. Jack Frost. I'm not accusing you or anything. That would be rude of me. I barely know you. I can't be passing judgments on you like that. But yeah, I'm sorry for thinking you did this. Did you do it? Choice A. Yup, you cracked the case. Way to go, Sherlock. Choice B. Obviously not. Choice B. Obviously not. Jack Frost. Okay. You can ask me stuff if you want, to make it even. What do you want to ask? Choice A. Why did you choose to come here? Jack Frost. It's complicated. I mean, of course, I didn't mean to come here exactly. But I did just want a break from life. I wanted to escape everything, and now I'm even more trapped than I was before. Choice B. What have your interactions with the others been like? Jack Frost. I don't really know. I guess I've sort of been trying to avoid everyone. I mean, you know, I'm just a human. It's not safe for me here. And that Yeti guy is relentless. I guess he's nice and all, but I don't know. I just want to go home now. Choice C. What's your alibi? I mean, why do you want to leave? Jack Frost. I have a family. My partner is all alone at home. I didn't even tell him I was leaving. I'm so pathetic. I never should have left in the first place. Choice D. Who do you think the culprit is? Choice D. Who? Jack Frost. Aw geez. At this point I have no idea. It could be anyone, but you know it can't be me. I bet even if I was a magical creature I'd be too weak and helpless to do something this cool. But anyway. Thanks for not being mad. Choice A. Of course. You didn't do anything wrong. Choice B. Oh, I am mad. Very mad at you specifically. Choice A. Of course. Jack Frost. Thank you. Narrator. You roll your eyes. Before I leave, everyone keeps talking about those drinks you make. I'd hate to be a burden, but maybe I could try one before I call Yeti in? Choice A. Magic coffee bean double shot espresso. Choice C. Festive candy. Choice D. Spearmint tea. Choice E. Calming lavender latte. Narrator. He looks like he's about to fall asleep. Geez, humans are so sensitive to everything that goes in their bodies. Jack Frost. I can't wait to tell my partner all about this place. If we ever get out of here, that is. I'll call Yeti in, thanks. Narrator. You sigh. It's getting later in the day. You're already growing tired. For all this, are you really any closer to answers? Saving. Narrator. Yeti nearly dances in, his expression clearly glowing under the excessive fur. Yeti. I thought it'd never be my turn. Choice A. Ask if he really understands what's going on. Choice B. Let him know you're happy to see him, too. You. Thanks, big guy. It's shaping up to be one heck of a long day. Yeti. Well, chin up, chum. Narrator. He gives your arm a playful punch, more than a little bit harder than you imagine he thinks he did. Yeti. Don't you see that nothing could be bad when you're with friends? Narrator. You frown, wondering if you should find that statement a little suspicious. Maybe he's a bit too glad to be here. Quickly, you explain to him that you're letting everyone ask you a question to clear your own name. Yeti. Oh my gosh, like old dating shows? That's adorable. Narrator. He does a little happy dance, your espresso tools rattling with the shaking floor. Yeti. Okay, I've got one. Contestant behind door number. Well, there's no door. Darn it. Contestant. If we were trapped at home together in a snowstorm, what would we do to keep warm? Narrator. He attempts to bat his eyelashes. Choice A. It's not that kind of game, bud. Choice B. We are trapped in a snowstorm, and it is my home. So Choice A. It's not the Choice B. We are trapped in a snowstorm, and it is my home. So this, I guess. Choice A. It's not that Choice B. Yeti. Yay, you did it. You won. Yeti. Do me. My turn. What do you want to ask? Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Yeti. Of course, and if I was chosen as the winner, I'd always treat you kindly and with the honesty you deserve. Narrator. You smile and nod. What do you want to ask? Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Choice B. Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest Yeti. No, silly, we were doing turns. Let's see. Contestant. What's your favorite little quirk in a potential date? Choice A. If I had to choose, I guess I'd have to say it would be not trapping people together against their will using a magical snowstorm. Choice B. My guy, this is not the dating game. Choice A. Choice B. My guy, this is not the dating game. I promise. Choice A. Yeti. Whoa, contestant, you're so random and irreverent. It's really charming, you know? Narrator. You sigh. Yeti. Okay, good job. See, now you get to go again. Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Choice B. What have your interactions with the others been like? Choice C. Why do you want to leave? Choice B. What have your interactions with the other Yeti. You know, I've just been so glad to get to know everyone here, but that doesn't mean that if I were chosen as the winner today, I wouldn't always put you first. Well, except for bro time. That's Jax. My turn. Okay, I think I know everything I need to in order to make my choice. Narrator. He winks at you. Yeti. But I don't mind if you want to know more from me. What do you want to ask? Choice A. Do you Choice B. What have your interactions with Choice C. Why do you want to leave? Yeti. I've never heard a dating game question like that before. I wouldn't, that's the point, silly. Choice A. Do you Choice B. Choice D. What's your Choice A. Yeti. Of course, and if I was chosen as the winner, I'd always treat you kindly and with the honesty you deserve. Choice B. What have your Yeti. You know, I've just been so glad to get to know everyone here, but that doesn't mean that if I were chosen as the winner today, I wouldn't always put you first. Well, except for bro time. That's Jax. Choice D. What's your favorite thing about staying here? Choice D. Yeti. Oh, my gosh, your general atmosphere, your cute little way of being so organized, your unique personal style, your fascinating personality. And now, while we go to commercial break. I'm kinda thirsty? Narrator. He scratches his chin and smiles sheepishly down at you. You wonder if Yeti fur in your bar is going to be a problem on staying up to code. Choice A. Magic coffee bean double Choice C. Choice G. Earthworm and dirt chai with newt eye marshmallows. Choice F. Ice water. Choice A. Magic coffee. Choice G. Yeti. Blech. Oh, I do so love it when a date can have a little playful prank war. Watch your back. Narrator. He winks and giggles. Yeti. Okay, you just let me know when it's time to make our final decisions. That was a good little distraction. I just love it here so much. Narrator. He walks out. That sure was an experience. And now, only the siren is left. Saving. Narrator. Juliet strides in as soon as the giant leaves, even more graceful and beautiful every time you see her. Juliet, the siren. Well, this is awkward. Not very fun to be the accused, huh? So it's you then, isn't it? That's why you accused me first? Choice A. Let her know you haven't cleared her yet. Choice B. Deny it's you. Choice A. You. Funny, you're still my top suspect as well. Juliet, the siren. Whatever. I told you my story. If you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. But it would be pretty messed up for me to lie about my sister like that. Got any more questions for me while you have me? Narrator. You swallow hard. What do you want to ask? Choice A. Do you consider yourself to be an honest creature? Juliet, the siren. Not really. I guess I try to be. Honesty isn't all that important to me. Doing the right thing is what matters. And sometimes being honest isn't the right thing to do. If I have to lie to protect myself or the people I love, then I will. It's not a huge deal. Choice B. What have your interactions with the others been like? Juliet, the siren. I don't know. I was mostly keeping to myself until this morning, but now that I've gotten out of my head a bit, I've noticed everyone here is a bit of a case, you know? Especially that Selkie. Narrator. For some reason, it seems like Juliet is blushing. Choice C. Why do you want to leave? Why wouldn't this be you? Juliet, the siren. I already told you, I have to find my sister. Choice D. Can you guess why they'd accuse you besides your being a siren? Juliet, the siren. Being what I am is the only reason I was accused. I'm sure of it. I'm tired of all these questions now. You're gonna have to make me a drink to make up for it. Choice A. Magic coffee bean double shot. Juliet, the siren. I'll figure out who's behind this and prove my innocence. Everyone will regret ever accusing me in the first place. I've just gotta stay alert and watch for any weird stuff going on. Narrator. She is energized. It's a bit frightening. Juliet, the siren. Anyway, I guess that's it, then. We'll meet you in the common room when you're ready. Narrator. Juliet takes her leave, and with the one-on-one conversations concluded and no answers to be found, you decide to take a quick glance inside the storage room for any extra clues. But a realization dawns on you as you reach for the key to the storage room. It's not where you usually keep it. The chaos of the morning and the flurry of emotions in trying to figure this out seem to be messing with your memory. As you fumble through your pockets in search of the key, you lean in closer, peering through the narrow crack between door and wall. And though the dim light that filters through makes it hard to see everything inside, one thing is certainly very wrong. Your spellbook, usually carefully kept, is sprawled open on the floor with the pages turned to a section on group emotional manipulation spells. Even with the cozy heat inside, the revelation sends a chill down your spine as you consider the day's emotional turmoil. You know this isn't you, but ever the more conscious of the suspicions of your guests, you know it's time to make your way back out to the common room. Loading. Saving. Narrator. As you emerge into the common area, you find the tension of the morning has begun to ease as day stretches on. Kit is curled up on an easy chair watching everything, eyes flickering with a mixture of curiosity and exhaustion. Sarah, the Selkie, gazes into the distance, while Jack Frost sits pensively nearby. Juliet sits solitary at a small table, lost in thought. Yeti finds solace in a corner with eyes, lost in the patterns on the sofa Jack sits on. It seems a sort of truce has formed a fragile bridge between everyone, as the unrelenting storm continues to swirl outside. Jack Frost. So, does anyone feel like they got any closer to figuring out who the culprit is? Sarah, the Selkie. No. Juliet, the siren. Nope. Yeti. Not me. Ike, the ice sculpture. Meh. Kit. No. Yeti. What should we do now? Charades? Kit. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm pretty tired. Maybe we should all just go back to our rooms and figure this out later. Jack Frost. That could be for the best. Sarah, the Selkie. Maybe. Ike, the ice sculpture. Meh. Yeti. I guess if we have to. Choice A. Yeah, it's probably best if we all just have some alone time. Choice B. No, I think we should stick together. Choice A. Yeah, it's probably best if we all just have some alone time. Juliet, the siren. Wait. Juliet, the siren. Maybe I could sing for everyone. Sarah, the Selkie. I guess I could go for a song. Jack Frost. Oh, like a nice fun song, or like a scary intriguing one? Narrator. Jack stares directly at you with wide eyes, trying to point over to Juliet with a subtle head tilt to indicate the problem. You hope he's wrong and the siren is not, in fact, trying to eat him. Yeti. OMG, you sing? Ike, the ice sculpture. Meh. Kit. Whoever the culprit is doesn't deserve to hear your lovely voice. Choice A. Yes, you should sing for us. Choice B. I can't stop you, but I'm covering my ears. Choice A. Yes, you should sing for us. Juliet, the siren. Okay. This is a song I used to sing to my younger sister when we were kids. I hope she's okay right now. Narrator. Juliet takes a deep breath and begins to sing, and a hushed strength descends. As her voice resonates through the inn, the guests watch on, captivated. Kit's ears perk and she seems to sway gently to the rhythm. Jack finds peace and nods along to the rhythm while Yeti watches with his mouth agape in delight. Ike the ice sculpture even momentarily sets aside his newspaper. And Sarah the Selkie, all tangled up in the enchantment of Juliet's voice, succumbs to a surprising tenderness, a longing gaze coming across her face as the ethereal alto voice carries on. Sarah, the Selkie, that was beautiful. Juliet, the siren. Oh, thank you. Sarah, the Selkie, what happened to your sister? I hope that's okay to ask. Juliet, the siren. It's fine. She got caught in a fisherman's trap. That's why I'm out here at all. I hate leaving the sea as much as I'm sure you do. I've been looking for her. Sarah, the Selkie. No, actually, I thought I needed some time away, but I don't know, maybe I'm ready now to go back. Kit. Juliet, I understand how that is. I've been trying to make it home to my younger sister since I was captured by a poacher. Choice A. Oh, Kit, you didn't tell me that part. That is. Choice B. Your fur would make a pretty warm coat, to be fair. Choice A. Oh, Kit, you didn't tell me that part. That is horrific. I'm glad you made it out safely. I hope you get home soon. Kit. I hope when I get home my sister is still okay. Jack Frost. I know you guys all think I'm magical and I've given up on trying to convince you otherwise. But I really do have a family to get home to. Choice A. Yeah, sorry for not realizing that sooner. Choice B. I bet your boyfriend hasn't even noticed you're gone. Choice A. Yeah, Jack Frost, it's okay. I'm sorry for being so weird before. I was scared. Juliet, the siren. What about you, Ike? Seems like we've all got something dark that we're dealing with. I assume that's the case for you too? Ike, the ice sculpture. You don't want to hear about all that. Choice A. I do. Choice B. Obviously she does, or she wouldn't have bothered asking. Choice A. Ike, the ice sculpture. Alright, if it's what you really want. I'm a refugee. A war is stirring up between the magma people and the ice people. My city is where the first battle took place. It was only a week ago. Feels like much longer though. All of my family is gone now. It feels strange to say that out loud. Narrator. Everyone is horrified. Ike, the ice sculpture. I admit, I've got no real reason to leave this place since I don't got a home to return to no more. But I don't want to be here more than anyone else does. You'll have to take my word on that. Choice A. What about your daughter? Choice B. Ike, I'm so sorry. That is horrific. Choice A. What about... Narrator. Ike looks away. He doesn't answer the question. Narrator. Even Yeti seems to be in his own head now. Everyone looks and patiently waits as he gathers his thoughts. Yeti. I'm not dumb. I know that you all wouldn't be spending time with me if you didn't have to. But maybe... Yeti. Maybe when you all leave here... Yeti. I'm not dumb. I know that you all wouldn't be spending time with me if you didn't have to. But maybe something good can come out of it. Maybe. Yeti. Maybe when you all leave here, you can tell everyone that my feet... They aren't so big, really. Choice A. They look perfectly proportionate to me, Yeti. Choice B. I have to ask. Where does that whole, abominable, thing come from? Choice A. Yeti. That's so sweet. But honestly, I'm so sorry, but Jack is my favorite contestant every time. It's nothing personal, you just can't get between soul bros like us. Sarah, the Selkie. I know it can be hard when the world thinks of you as a villain, Yeti. My ex dealt with that a lot, and I think it made her mean, being defensive all the time. But it was narcissistic abuse, in the end, no matter the origins. I've rationalized it to myself by thinking it's all sirens that are like that. But maybe I need a chance to get to know someone before I judge. Choice A. Sarah, I hope you can give others more of a chance. Choice B. It's hard to trust new folks. Just look at the situation we're in. If only I had been more cautious too. Sarah, the Selkie. Oh, I dunno. Maybe I kind of like the cheesy welcome wagon innkeeper shtick. So what, sue me. You know, when this is all said and done, you should consider hiring Juliet for some winter jazz concerts or something. You'd be fully booked every night, and I'm first dibs. I'd stay. Oh, who am I kidding? I'd move in. Juliet, the siren, you're sweet. You know, once this is all over, we can always keep in touch and write letters. Jack Frost. Wait a second, Sarah. That's a little suspicious of you. I'd move in, I'm just saying. Narrator. There's a murmur through the room as Jack's interjection casts a shadow over the brief moment of togetherness, his suspicion reverberating among the guests until it shatters the calm that had settled in. Suddenly, there's a renewed chorus of arguments and tension. The group descends back into discord before you can make a move to stop it, the storm outside seeming to echo the tumult as the wind howls from outside. Sarah, the Selkie, you know what? You're full of snow flurries. You charm us all with your drinks, your cutesy vibes, but you've got another thing coming if you think that'll make me forget that I saw someone back there doing magic. It was asinine of me to accuse Juliet of being in what I know as a staff access room. And I'm not seeing any other staff around. I bet you are doing this to scam everyone. Yeah, now that we are all glad to be here or whatever, you're gonna start charging again. I bet you were getting ready to announce it just then. You spend all day asking us questions. So if you ask me, it's about time you tell us who did it. That is, if you're still keeping your innocent act up. Choice A. It was the Selkie. She's lonely after her bad breakup and wanted to keep others near her, all while getting revenge on sirens. Until she heard Juliet sing, at least. Choice B. It was Jack. He's saying he isn't magic, but your targeted marketing can't have gotten it that wrong. There's something up with that. Choice C. It was the siren. She's got meals for days here. That's why she already insisted on singing to everyone. Who knows why she's waiting, but soon enough, it'll be a song that no one can return from. Choice D. It was the ice sculpture. You're not buying that, who cares act. Maybe he feels like he can find community here once everyone's over the initial anger. Choice E. It was Kit. She can't really be that cute. Choice F. It was Yeti. He's tired of being alone up on his mountain. Clearly. Choice A. It was the Choice F. It was Ike, the ice sculpture. Where did that fox go? Mit, flit, twit? Narrator. Everyone looks around. Ike's right, Kit is nowhere to be found. Well, that's suspicious if nothing else is. Quickly, everyone stands and begins looking around. Together, you make your way down the hall, into the lobby, and finally into the cocoa bar. She's still nowhere to be seen. And then you remember, you couldn't get into your storage room. Loading. Saving. Narrator. You all creep up to the storage room together, and Jack bravely steps forward. Jack Frost. I think the door is locked. Yeti. We'll just have to push it together. Teamwork. Narrator. As the door swings wide, a hush falls over the group. There's a girl in here you've never seen before. No, not a girl. A kitsune. Kit. The spellbook is open before her, pages fluttering frantically as she flips through them, her fox-like eyes wide with a mix of desperation and anger. The revelation hangs in the air and everyone exchanges looks, trying to process what they're seeing in front of them clear as day. Yeti. OMG. Someone has been stuck here the whole time. All our friends are innocent. Who are you and what did you do with the fox? Meanie. Narrator. Kit doesn't even look up, but you see her lock eyes on a section of the book and smile deviously. You look over to Yeti quickly, not sure if you can explain this to him, only to see Jack stretching up on tiptoes to whisper the explanation to Yeti. Thank goodness for the human. Kit. Found it. Narrator. Kit begins to chant and wave her hands, her eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity. The atmosphere within the cozy inn crackles with energy as an icy wind begins to swirl around her, gathering strength with every passing second. The snowstorm outside intensifies, and now, she's brought it in here. Her magic is powerful, powerful enough to keep her true form hidden for days. Powerful enough now too that with a gust of frigid wind, the roof of the cocoa bar area above you trembles and then lifts, drywall flaking down as chaos ensues. Relentless snowfall starts to fall down on you, a veil of white over everything. Books and ingredients are caught up in an icy tornado spiraling around the room. Your cozy inn now a wintry spectacle. The true nature of her unpredictable power now perfectly clear, just a little too late. Sarah, the Selkie. I never should have accused you, Juliet. It was always my own hang-up. Are you okay? Juliet, the Siren. I'm okay, but I don't think any of us will be for long if we don't find a way to stop this storm. Kit. Ha 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 ha. Narrator. As Kit's spell gains momentum, the storm outside and inside strengthens even more, moving with unnatural speed and strength until everything is ice and chaos. And at the heart of the storm is Kit, now being lifted off the ground, ascending into the vortex in its eye until all you can see is a surreal kitsune silhouette, and all of you below at its mercy trying to shout to each other over the screaming wind. Jack Frost, what do we do? Yeti, who is that? Juliet, the Siren, that's Kit. Yeti, I remember her being much smaller. Oh, well. Jack Frost, why is she doing this? Narrator. Dancing cocoa mugs spin in the air, crashing against walls and sending threatening porcelain shards flying at you and all your guests. Pulling still at what remains of the roof, walls begin to crack down to their foundations, tumbling and splintering until the very infrastructure of the building is exposed. Ike, the ice sculpture, she's a kitsune. Yeti, I thought she was an Arctic fox. Ike, the ice sculpture, she's both. She's a shapeshifter, a demon. She has the ability to feed off of negative emotions and loneliness. There must have been a lot for her to eat between the six of us. Juliet, the Siren. Oh my gosh, that's why she trapped us, so she could keep feeding. How did I not see that sooner? Narrator. Walls and beams tilt inward, the unnatural wind far too strong for any building, much less this one. Sarah, the Selkie, watch out. Narrator. And as everything becomes too snowy to see, a deep rumble gives way to what's left of your inn falling over everyone, making you and all your guests just a pile under frost-covered rubble. You blink yourself into consciousness under the rubble, everything in a silence that blankets you along with the remnants of your devastated inn. No more wind, no more laughter. It's dark, and the air is thick under the debris, and it's far too heavy to see what, or who, remains. Choice A, kick your way out. Choice B, claw your way out. Choice A, kick your way out. Yeti, ow. Sarah, the Selkie, Juliet. Juliet, the Siren. I'm okay, it's okay. Jack Frost. Oh my gosh, I'm alive? Ike, the ice sculpture. That should have shattered me. How was I not shattered? Narrator. You hear everyone's voices, but still can't see. There's a lot of pressure on top of you, even more than before, and then something soft, warm, and fluffy. And what is that smell? But before you can fully process what's going on, the pressure is lifted, the world coming back into focus. Jack Frost, Yeti? Narrator. Before you is the face of your guardian angel. A big furry guy with rubble and porcelain matted into and falling off of his fur. He must have used himself as a shield to protect everyone as much as possible. But now, he's not looking too hot. Jack Frost, Yeti. Ike, the ice sculpture, Kid. Sarah, the Selkie. Oh, no. Jack Frost, what did you do? Yeti, I'm sorry, I couldn't watch all my friends die like that. Ike, the ice sculpture, you're gonna be alright. Narrator. Ike tears off some fabric from what was once one of your favorite curtains, wrapping it around Yeti's wounds and tying it tightly until he's as bandaged as can be. Juliet, the Siren. Kit did this. She's a monster. Where is she? Choice A, Kit, show yourself. Choice B, get down here and fight me. Choice A, Kit, show yourself. Narrator. She floats down the ground, tumbling back into her fox form until she lands and rights herself. With wet fur and an emaciated look to her, she's in even worse shape than Yeti. Juliet, the Siren. I'll kill her. Sarah, the Selkie. Wait, she doesn't look too good. Choice A, Kit, explain yourself right now. Choice B, what is wrong with you? You disgust me. Choice A, Kit, oh, shut up. Narrator, Kit coughs and wheezes, struggling to sit up straight. Sarah, the Selkie, is it true? Are you really a kitsune? Kit, no, yes, who cares? Juliet, the Siren, I do, considering you just tried to kill us. What are you waiting for? Why don't you finish the job already? Ike, the ice sculpture, I don't think she's in any condition to do that. Jack Frost, you mean she can't hurt us, or she won't? Kit, oh, trust me, if I could do anything right now, the first thing I would choose to do is end all of you and destroy your stupid little friendship party. Narrator, Jack gulps audibly. Ike, the ice sculpture, she can't hurt anyone right now. There's no more loneliness for her to fuel her magic with. Sarah, the Selkie, thank goodness for weird old dudes who know how things work, not. We could have figured that out on our own, buddy. Narrator, Yeti struggles to sit up against a pile of bricks. Next to him, Jack kneels, picking debris out of his fur. Yeti, I guess the real snowstorm was friendship all along. Sarah, the Selkie, not quite, but whatever, fine, I'll let you have this. Jack Frost, Yeti, you're okay. Juliet, the Siren, what should we do with Kit? Yeti, she's still our friend. I'm sure she's sorry. Juliet, the Siren, absolutely not. You can do what you want, but I want nothing to do with this forgiveness crap. Sarah, the Selkie, she almost killed you, Yeti. Jack Frost, yeah, I don't know if we can trust her. Ike, the ice sculpture, what do you think we should do? Choice A, I think we can trust her. Choice B, I still don't trust her. Choice A, I think we can trust her. Yeti, see how much friendship matters. We pooled all our big loving hearts together and bonded in our troubles, and together we drained this place of loneliness until the bad part of her had nothing left to feed on. It just goes to show how much it matters to be kind. Like I'm always saying. Sarah, the Selkie, you have not said that ever. Narrator, you're still blinking at the big guy's response when you see Kit wincing in pain as if something's hurting her, but she's sitting all alone, nobody else nearby. Kit, ow. Yeti, what's happening? I'll help you. Narrator, Yeti tries to get up, but Ike holds him back. Ike, the ice sculpture, just stay back, kid. Kit, get away from me. Yeti, wait, I'm sorry, I just want to help you. Narrator, Kit lets out a little whimper as she tries to crawl away from the group. Kit, stop, please. Sarah, the Selkie, what's going on? Ike, the ice sculpture, if loneliness gives her power, then all the friendship and love must be taking her power away. That's why she couldn't keep the storm going for long enough to destroy us all. And that's why she's trying to escape now. Kit, great work, genius. Yeti, she can never make friends? Ike, the ice sculpture, guess not. Kit, who'd want to be friends with a bunch of annoying, self-pitying idiots like you anyway? You know, I'm actually glad you all live, because now when I come back for revenge it will be so much more fun watching the looks on your faces as I kill you off one by one. Narrator, with a final burst of magical energy, an exhausted Kit summons the last remnants of her power to open a shimmering portal. As the rift materializes, she glances back at the fractured inn before disappearing into the unknown. Slowly, everyone stands, surveying the aftermath. The inn lies in disarray, wet spots on what remains as the snow begins to melt. The inn you worked so hard to build is now destroyed, a life's work, lost. Yet it seems like there's something bigger between all of you here today. Maybe Yeti is right. Even among the ruins, the strength of friendship shines and endures. Loading. Saving. Yeti. Okay, so I get one of these thingies and I can press right on the screen? And it will create a voice portal straight to you? Jack Frost. Yeah, you just type in these numbers and press the green button and we can talk whenever. Yeti. Wow, are you sure you're not magic? Narrator. You see Juliet standing behind Sarah, playing with her hair, and Sarah smiling, for once, not to mention blushing terribly. Ike is back in the corner with his newspaper, but you can just barely see a slight smirk peeking out above. Juliet, the siren. Thank you for your hospitality. I'm off to find my sister now. Sarah, the Selkie. I'm going to tag along and help. I can fight a hunter for a pretty girl's honor any day. And you know, totally selflessly, if you need a hand to hold. Narrator. They giggle. You watch as everyone bids their farewells in the wreckage of the once charming inn, mourning it but knowing you can always make it wonderful again. Goodbyes are exchanged with a mixture of gratitude and sadness, even Ike acknowledging the impact of the shared experience. Promises to keep in touch and aid in the cleanup efforts echo through the space as one by one they take their leave, a testament to the bonds forged even amidst destruction. As the door creaks shut behind the last departing guest, a heavy sigh escapes your lips. The chaos is gone, and there are few outlets left to seek solace. And then you realize, your cocoa ingredients. Though the bar counter serves little function, the ingredients are all there, ready to be used. Maybe you deserve the drink, for a change. Choice A. Magic Coffee Bean Double Shot Espresso. You make your treat and smile as you sip. It's exactly what you wanted. Loading. Saving. Credits. Unzel. Design. Kelly Carino. Lead Programmer. Brian Davis. Art Lead. Jennifer Duan. Lead UI Art. Character Art. Monkey KG. Character Art. Ross Minor. Accessibility Lead. QA. Allison Darcy Midier. Narrative Lead. Writer. Ashley Phipps. Lead Producer. Psy. Audio Lead. Composer. Sound Designer. Narrative. Oksana Starsheva. QA Lead.